Question 15 asks, what is meant by actin treadmilling? Well, an actin fiber is comprised of numerous molecules of actin, numerous monomers of actin, and each one of them, when they're part of the actin fiber, has a GTP bound. Right, so each one of these circles here should have a GTP bound. Now, GTP, so the actin monomers are also capable of hydrolyzing GTP, converting it into GDP and phosphate. And once that happens, that actin monomer is no longer stable as a part of the fiber, so it will tend to fall off. Now, what ends up happening is that basically actin monomers end up being added on one end of the fiber and then being lost from the other end of the fiber. So as soon as GTP gets bound to the monomer, it will go and join onto one of these ends here. Well, it's going to get joined onto the end where there's a lot of other GTP bound. All right. Now, these monomers then are basically going to make their way through the fiber. All right. Because what's happening here is we're adding monomers onto one end. On the other end, eventually, the GTP gets hydrolyzed. So the actin kind of has this internal clock of sorts. And so once the GTP is hydrolyzed, the monomers now start falling off on the other end. So what's meant by actin treadmilling is that basically these actin monomers will initially bind on one part of the fiber, but as time progresses, they will actually make their way through that fiber all the way down to the other end where they're eventually lost. So that's what's meant by actin treadmilling.